Mr. Rebecca Bullen here at Mission Moroto, and God gave us an amazing 2025, and I just wanted to do a real quick update video with you all so you can hear some of the miracles and the blessings God did for us, and some of our prayer requests for 2026. So first off, God has given us an amazing amount of children here, and you can see our little baby Rudy here in the background, and all of the other children that He's given us that were malnourished and were in desperate situations, like one boy that we picked up last week off the streets in Moroto, whose name is Isaac, who's been living on the streets, no one taking care of him. He was very malnourished, and he is doing amazing today. He's in school, and you just helped us save over 300, almost 370 children now. You've helped us save by your generous donations and your prayer requests, and you're just loving for us and sending Christmas presents and all that. So we just want to say thank you. We're up to almost 370 kids now, and God has just done amazing blessings for us. You can see Veronica over here, who's walking almost without crutches now. Stay high. And all the you helped us with the surgeries for her. You've helped us with surgeries for our other children, and I can't explain without you being here yourself in Uganda, seeing the transformation from bringing a child that's malnourished to our project, who's desperate, who you can see they don't want to live, to be beautiful children like these ones who are just they're just loved, and they love us, and they're happy and they're healthy. Only God can do that, and He's doing it through you. So thank you so much. The other amazing blessings God has given us and done for us is giving us opportunities to employ some of the most beautiful people here at Mission Moroto. People that wouldn't have a job, people who couldn't feed their families. But because of us being here and taking care of these children, God has given us the opportunity to give them work. And recently, God has put it in our hearts to hire day laborers to come and just clean the grounds and cut down trees that were in the way, things that we couldn't do ourselves because we have so much other work to do. And it's amazing to me how happy they are. Every time I see them and say hello, they're so excited and so happy and say thank you for the work. And God lets us do all of this through you. And we have our amazing staff who have we're praying next year that we'll be able to let their children come to our primary school, so that way the children can be near their parents as they're working. And all of this is because of your help through God providing a safe haven, a place here amongst fighting, amongst violence. God has given us a beautiful haven, a beautiful safe place for all of these children and our staff, and giving them opportunities to hear the word of God and not feel like they can't take care of their families, because they are working and they do have income now and they can feed their families. So thank you so much for that. One of the most awesome blessings God has allowed us to do this last year was to start our own primary school. So our children are safe, they're at home, they're inside our fence, but they're getting educated and they are learning about numbers and letters, but they're also in a Christian environment where they get to hear about God as well. So one of the things we are hoping for and praying for next year is to open up our classes up to P6. So we're going from grade 6 basically. We are only up to grade 3 right now. We have our preschool, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, but we're hoping to add grade 4, 5, and 6 next year. So basically what we need is more teachers, but that also requires more monthly support to pay the teachers. And one of the main reasons we need to do that is this last year, just in the middle of the end of the year where the children are supposed to be learning so they can do their end of year tests, the teachers went on strike and they didn't teach for 2 months straight, and so the kids missed so much learning that they could have been doing. And yet our kids here, these little ones, they were in class and they were getting to learn, but the older ones could not. And so we want to stop that cycle of just teachers not wanting to teach, teachers coming drunk, things like that. So we're praying that we can have all of our students home next year in our own classes. We have plenty of classrooms, we just need teachers, and so we're just praying for more monthly sponsors so we can have our teachers here and our kids can be safe and learn and be educated. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Miracles God did and blessings He did for us here at Mission Moroto last year also was allowing us to start a chicken farm. So we wanted to, because not just because to feed 300 270 kids on just chickens is too hard. You have to raise them too fast, too many at once. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to teach the children a skill on how to raise chickens. So once they graduate here and they go back to their villages, they would have skills on knowing things that they would do if they were in their villages. And so God blessed us, and we started a chicken farm, and now we also have turkeys. As you can hear, he's really mad at me back there, yelling at me because I'm in his area. And it's going to be awesome for Christmas as well, because normally the children only have cow, because cow here is cheap because there's so many cows. But they love chicken, and we can't afford to buy chickens enough for all of us for Christmas. But maybe not this year, but definitely by next year we'll be able to slaughter our own chickens and have Christmas dinner with chickens. So it's just fun to be doing little things that teach the children, especially our boys, give them a skill so they know how to raise chickens. They know how to take care of themselves and their families once they leave here. And we're going to start doing more of that too. We want to do where we were having a mechanic come and teach them mechanicking. That's one of the dreams we have in the next couple of years. Welding, mechanicking, plumbing, electricity, those kind of things. But at least we got to start with the chickens, and that's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for all your prayers and support. You guys are really blessing us and showing us, letting us do things that we normally would not be able to do. The miracles God has allowed us to do since moving here to Mission Moroto, God has given me a heart for the villages around Mission Moroto to teach them the gospel, but also do the little bit we can to help them, because not all children here don't have families or are abandoned or are vulnerable, but they do have people that love them. Those people just can't take care of them, can't afford to feed them properly. So God put it in my heart through another missionary that I met to start what we're calling Jesus and Porridge programs all over the villages that we had started churches in. And we started churches mainly because a couple ladies that we met got baptized, and they went back to their villages and started telling their friends and family about God, and they said, well, we want to learn more. And so then I started sending out pastors that I knew to go to those very villages and preach the gospel to them and teach them more. Well, then our younger boys, our teenage boys, and some of our teenage girls, God rose them up, and they wanted to do the same thing. And so as of right now, we have 28 churches in the villages around Mission Moroto, including our street ministry that we started this year as well, which has been amazing. This week actually, we had 200 kids come to our street ministry, and God is just doing amazing things, teaching them about the gospel. But also, through that street ministry, we've been able to identify some of the kids that we wouldn't normally know that needed help, kids that are living on the streets, kids that have no family, nothing. And we're being able to bring them here to Mission Moroto and take care of them. So God has just done crazy miracles. But anyways, through our 28 churches, that includes our street ministry and our prison ministry, because we have a prison ministry every Thursday. God has allowed so many people to know Him and allowed us to teach them more about God. And we have 23 Jesus and Porridge programs right now. Some of the villages that we're going to, like with the street ministry, we want to eventually, but we have to have some more secure location where we could do something like that. And of course the prison, we're not going to do something like that because the prisoners are taken care of in the prison. But we have 23 Jesus and Porridge programs, and so we're feeding over 2,000 kids a day. And a day that we do the program, we do it 3 times a week. So God is just blowing up our ministry in ways that I never would have anticipated. When I first moved here, I thought, I'll just take care of maybe 50 kids that God gives me. And now we have 370 kids. We have over 2,000 kids that we're helping. And God is just doing more and more. And it's all because of your prayers, your support. And I want to say thank you so much for that. We couldn't do this without you. I'm not here all by myself saying I can do this. I can't do this. I know I can't do this. But through God's help and through you, we are doing this together, and so I want to say thank you so much for that.